And hi, everybody.
Hey, y'all.
It's good to see you. Hopefully, everybody's doing good tonight. We'll let a few folks come in here, and we'll say hello as they do. So, hopefully, everybody's doing good after the hectic storm over the weekend and cooler day today and all that rain and
If
wind.
I can pull it up. Did you get the
work?
I don't want to go there.
Anyway, well, hello, the Den. It's good to see
Hey.
you. Welcome
Hey,
in,
Ben.
welcome in.
Welcome
Appreciate it. It's good to see you. Welcome. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully everybody's doing good and
I'll share it out. I can't.
got a
get in.
neat little show coming up here today, talking about again our paranormal class on cryptids, and we're just covering another one from the United States, Cryptids, a tour of American myths and monsters by J.W. Ocker. And of course, we'll also use some other reference materials here too. So, I know I didn't literally set this thing up till like 3 o'clock, but it'd be all right. It's hard to set them up and then something
Pops up.
changes and you have to go back in and change it for the next week, so. Plus it gives us literally a week to decide what we're doing, and
There it is.
let's see, the last one we did was,
Hey, Kyle. Welcome in.
where is he? Yeah, there he is. Hi there, Kyle. It's
Thank you
good to
for
see
coming.
you.
I hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday.
Thank you so much for coming in and being with us today. Hopefully everybody's doing good.
I'm just sharing it out.
I think maybe next week we'll get into the Midwest area for the topic. And then the week after that, we'll do the West. And then we'll start back over in the Northeast and then the South. And we'll just kind of do it in that direction until we cover all of these, or we decide that we're not going to do them anymore, or whatever, what have you. However it goes. We'll see.
I hope everybody enjoyed last Monday pop-up
Oh,
out
yeah.
in the field live
That was definitely not planned.
investigation. But we usually do, when any of our birthday, we do a investigation out in the field. So
Yeah.
decided to do it live.
Hello there, Bud Files. It's so good to see you. Thanks so much
Hey,
for coming.
welcome in. Thank you.
Mighty,
for coming.
mighty good to see you.
I
Welcome.
Y'all having a wonderful Monday.
Hopefully everybody's doing good health-wise. And get that off of there. I know I'm tuckered out and cannot wait to be off. Wednesday we got to carry Hope to the big city to do her standard achievement test for school. And
Well, big city.
oh, it's a big city.
Well,
that's huge. That's
When you say the big city, I'm thinking people might be thinking New York or something.
no,
But
Alabama.
it's Alabama's big city.
Yeah. And she'll be doing that. And, of course, we'll be doing our normal visiting cemeteries and doing some investigations.
I want to go back to the children playground.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not cold. Last time it was cold and rainy. Today it's
Yeah.
cold and rainy. But not rainy, but cold.
Yeah.
But,
So knock on wood. That is not, at least not rainy.
And there's
can
a
bundle
cemetery.
up.
I need to find out who it is. We're going to be going there. That children's playground is at one end, and then, of course, Maple Hill Cemetery's there. There in one of the big mausoleums is a woman. I don't know if it's governor, senator, somebody's wife is buried in the mausoleum in a rocking chair, sitting up. They left her in the rocking chair per her request, and I would like to see if we can investigate and talk with her. Maybe see if we can. They say every once in a while you can hear the rocking chair rocking back and forth. I have to dig into that a little bit and find out which grave it is, but that would be so cool. And who knows what else. Just having a good old time anyway, but I guess we'll get into our topic. And tonight we are traveling down to Louisiana to Cajun country, and
that's the cat trying to open the door.
Our topic tonight, as you saw by the cover, is the Rougarou, or the Cajun werewolf.
Did you find the picture of it? Or there's a picture
I never even.
I'll show the picture in the book.
Oh, well, I guess there is. I didn't see it. That's the photo that they use, a little drawing of the creature. But the Rougarou is a creature from Cajun folklore. It's told to be a shapeshifter. It's described as half human, half wolf, or part dog.
Hey, Beth, welcome in.
Hello, Beth. It's good to see you.
Thank you for coming.
Welcome.
I hope you're having a wonderful Monday.
Welcome. Thank you so much for coming in. And it says that it prowls the swamps and bayous of Louisiana quite often at night. The legend is believed to have its roots in from the French, or Lougarou. In the Arcadian language, that stands for werewolf. Let's see. The Rougarou is said to prowl the swamps and bayous at night, and it's often associated with misbehaving children or those who disobey their parents. That's just the folklore. It says when it transforms, some variations of the legend suggest that the Rougarou is cursed or spellbound to transform between human and animal forms, triggered by specific actions or events such as social gatherings or moral codes. Like when somebody does something very terrible, and
you were saying about disobey their parents.
Mm-hmm. There's actually a curse related.
That they would tell stories to the kids about if you act up, it'll get your toes. That was what I researched. Telling the kids it would get your toes, which is kind of crazy. But if you believe that one,
and it says the curse part of it says how the Rougarou comes about is that a person.
Happy on St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
I forgot. I was talking about it yesterday to Rose, and it just slipped my mind. If Hope by now should be upset because she didn't set her trap.
Oh yeah. We'll have to. I don't know. There ain't no way because we didn't have anywhere to go. So maybe next year. But there's two different or even three different versions of the curse. It's told that. Hello, John P. Adventures. It's good to see you.
Hey, John. Welcome in.
Thank you so much for coming in. We sure appreciate it.
I hope you're having a wonderful Monday.
But
I hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday.
It's told that a Rougarou is created. Let's see. When the first tale of how you become a Rougarou, it dates back to the Catholicism. It's told that the first Rougarou came about because a man did not follow the Lent traditions for 7 years, and on the 7th year, it was a curse or result of his sin, as you'd say, or whatever, that he turned into a Rougarou. And it's also told that if you find out that someone is a Rougarou and you keep that secret to yourself and not tell for a year and 1 day, then you become a Rougarou yourself. And it says
the one I had heard that if you got bitten,
yes,
if you didn't tell nobody for a whole year and a half, you would not become a Rougarou. I can't say it.
And it says quite often the purpose of the legend was to instill fear and obedience in Cajun children, serving as a cautionary tale to discourage bad behavior. Like it's folklore. And it's told that even in modern times, there's references to the Rougarou. There was the Supernatural TV show had an episode with the Rougarou in it. So.
And its form is just like a werewolf, half human, half human body, fur, wolf, dog-like wolf head.
Long, snarly claws
and one of my research legend I saw of it. It could be a witch transforming, or a witch could be putting a witch, or a priestess could be putting a curse on you.
Yeah. And the first sighting of the Rougarou dates back to 1803 with the Louisiana Purchase, when all the French Canadians left Louisiana. It says they left behind more than their recipes. They left behind their legend as well. And there's actually there was an interview done with a police officer that says there's a lot of legends down here. But probably the one that he hears the most calls about is the Rougarou. A lot of stuff we've already talked about. There's different places, specific locations in Louisiana where they've been seen more than often, but
mostly the swamps. What I read.
It says the Catholics, which we already kind of talked about, this used as a warning who don't abide by Lent. They can either become a Rougarou, or worse yet, be killed by one.
Welcome in, Daryl.
Hi, Daryl. It's good to see you. Thanks so much.
Hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Thank you for coming. And they said once you see it, you'll be. Its red eyes are so scary. You'll be frozen in fear, which. Yeah. Just its whole form would just be so scary. I wouldn't know what to do.
That's some of the experiences that are so often reported is in the middle of the night. People will be camping, sitting around the campfire, and all of a sudden they look up and there's a set of glowing red eyes looking at them, and then followed by the foul smell of like a wet dog, and then a howl that it's so loud it would break a glass if there was one around.
And if you lived and you got bit, if you told about it, you would turn. But you'd be grateful if you lived from that because it's big and strong.
And they down in Louisiana, they kind of held the Rougarou so much that they've made festivals about it and just all sorts of stuff. They got museums.
Well, that says it's 6 to 7 foot tall.
Yeah, it does. It's humanoid canine creature from the 18th century, 6 to 7 feet tall. It's a big, tall monster. Let's see. And it says that the Rougarou is less a cryptid. It's a cryptid that's not as seen as much as it's talked about. Kind of like the boogeyman, you know. It's a creature that people talk about, but you never actually see them.
I never heard of the name, but I did research on werewolves before and did a story about werewolves, but not that. But it does just seem just like a werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
So it just a different name in its area.
And it just seems like, you know, they wanted their kids, if they wanted their kids to behave and it says avoid dangerous areas in the swamp, they would use it. And of course, wanting the Catholics to abide by the Lent traditions and all that. And according to this, it says in the one episode of a TV show, the Rougarou manifested mostly in locals hearing growls near their chicken sheds and seeing shapes out in the marsh. It says you don't need to wade out into the dark swamps or cheat during Lent to see a Rougarou for yourself. It says multiple towns in southeastern Louisiana have elevated the monster into a symbol of pride. Baton Rouge has a summer College Gate baseball team. River Parishes College and Gonzales also have a Rougarou as their mascot. It says behind the Huma Travel Center is an information plaque that details some of the mysteries of the swamps. And one of those mysteries, along with Pirate Jean Lafette and the Ghost of the Forest, is the Rougarou.
Hey, Rose, welcome in. Thank you for coming. That's okay.
Hi, Rose. It's good to see you. Thanks so much for
coming. We
in.
understand.
And it says the Huma is the home of the Rougarou Fest, a celebration of southeastern Louisiana folklore where people dress up as monsters and eat lots of food and party at a parade.
And we do it too, but going hunting for these things, it's kind of crazy, but we go looking for Bigfoot, traces of Bigfoot, but going out in the swamps is already crazy anyways because of the gators out and anything else in the water.
And it says the mascot of the festival is a dancing Rougarou wearing a top hat, a suit, and high-level boots. In 2019, the town of Huma installed a permanent statue of the mascot in downtown.
Because you were just running you could just lose a leg or your life with a gator before you find any traces of that. So you got to be careful. It
also says in New Orleans, one of the most famous cities in the country, celebrates the Rougarou in its own way. The Audubon Zoo which is on a 53-acre expanse, is the home to some 2,000 animals, including a supposed Rougarou.
Thank you for dropping the links, Rod.
It says you'll find a glowing-eyed recreation of the beast on the bayou. You can talk about the swamp without talking about its. You can't talk about the swamp without talking about its monster, even at the auspicious Scientific Institute.
Welcome in, Twisted Zone.
Hi, Timmy. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. Welcome.
I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Thank you.
It says one site in the French Quarter of New Orleans offers a dissenting opinion of the Rougarou. The Marie Laveau House of Voodoo has a small museum packed with artifacts related to voodoo. It also recreates the Rougarou, but not as a werewolf, but as a weregator. One of the exhibits displays a life-size figure with the head of an alligator and the body of a man. A placard beside it calls it a cross between a French werewolf, African vampire, and a voodoo zombie, which combines the French, the African, and the native folklore.
That just
together.
sounds like something you would find in Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. It says it claims that it can steal your soul with its eyes, that throwing salt will make it combust into flames.
We was talking about that. We forgot. Oh, it's going to be mad when she finds out she can't try to catch him.
It says every St. John's Eve or June 23rd, all Rougarou in the state gather on the banks of the Bayou Gula, or for what is called Bagula, a Rougarou bash where all gather to dance in the moonlight, although probably not in top hats or high heel boots. Can you imagine going to this bayou and seeing thousands of these things dancing like they're a bunch of idiots? Lord have mercy. It sounds like Mardi Gras almost. It says, whether wolf man or alligator man, the important warning here is that there are things in the swamp of southeastern Louisiana that are a lot more fun to meet in the broad daylight of a community festival than in the dark sogginess of a bayou. Man, that sounds so creepy. I wouldn't know what to do. Come across something like that, just trying to
that, and then the week before was the Jersey
Devil. Yeah. We've already talked about the Ozark Howler, didn't we?
No, we don't.
Did we not? Wasn't that the first one that we did?
No, we talked about the knocker, the first one we did. And then the Jersey.
Let's see. I think that's what we'll do next time is the Ozark Howler from the Ozark Mountains in Missouri.
Yeah, be running. I don't know how far we would get.
Right. Or trip one another and the first one to get up lives.
Yeah, Steven got a plan. Sacrifice everybody.
Well, wait, I got longer legs. I can outrun you.
He's terrible.
Let's see. Apologize. Finishing my dinner. Eat some dessert. I don't blame you there. Eat up. Ours is on the stove cooking right now. We got a pot of corned beef, cabbage, and potatoes going right now, waiting for it to finish cooking. So that was a very interesting creature. Whether it sounds more like just a boogeyman than a real monster, though.
It just sounds like they're just naming the werewolf from other people.
Yeah,
just to scare their kids and people. Because telling them, the version I got was the scaring to being good that
Yeah.
it would come out and get their toes.
Yeah.
And as me as a kid would have been like, I'll be good. I don't want no werewolf getting my toes.
Right. But it's kind of weird, that it comes from France and it dates all the way back to over there. But it seems like knocking.
No.
It sounds like kind of like how some of these cryptids and things that we have here now came from Ireland, like the leprechaun.
I am Salem.
I am Salem. Well, that's weird. But family sliced pork chopped, homemade mac and cheese and pork and beans. That sounds good to me. But a lot of people, whenever they move from their native lands to here, they bring a lot of their traditions and stories, and they have experiences that kind of go along with it, and it makes it believable. And some of it's, you can tell it's just absolutely insane, but other times there's too many things to call it a coincidence. So, like I say, I wouldn't want to experience any of these. None of them.
I'm having fun.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad somebody's having fun. There's so many different creatures that we can get into and study. It's kind of neat learning something you've never heard of before. And some of these, I've actually written stories about.
No pork and beans. Your beans and then your mushrooms. So you won't eat beans or mushrooms.
That's just crazy. We overlook that though. But
I still love you.
I kind of think it's really cool that like traditions are passed on, like the corned beef and cabbage that comes from my Irish heritage. So let's see, do you think it's true or just a legend? I don't know.
Miscarriage.
I think it's just legend myself, but there again, I wasn't one who got to experience that for myself, because
I believe there's legends out there like werewolves, Bigfoot.
there are second count protein for me. But
so this just could be.
It could be either way. It could be.
Oh, they could just writing stories off of the werewolf trying to.
But I will
scare
not
the people.
Just discount somebody's story either, because you can actually tell. When somebody's telling you their experience and sharing their story, you can look in their eyes and tell if they actually saw something or not. That sounds good. Mushrooms and non-runic sauce. But I don't dismiss anybody's story.
Archibald.
I don't I want to listen to their story and take from it what I want. That's the way I am, because like I say, people literally experience something and they have no idea. I may not have been there to experience it, but by golly, I'm going to take what I can from it. What does that say? Bologna and party melts. Lord have mercy. Oh, me. But anybody that sends in a story, I appreciate any of them stories, and it takes a lot of people don't realize, people that truly experience something are not necessarily just going to jump up and share it with everybody because they're afraid that
Patty, not not party.
But
Yeah, it's hard to tell them without feeling like, are they gonna think I'm crazy or not? But
yeah,
so
I just feel like if somebody takes the time to tell me this, and they're just like, take my story or don't, but this is what happened, and take it.
So you can't just write it off.
Yeah, because
He doesn't like you.
there's a lot of people that haven't ever experienced anything, and they just think there's nothing to it. But then there's that one time where they think, this is nothing, and then whatever, they finally have an experience, and it changes them for the rest of their lives. So, and encountering,
The world has changed.
Encountering something in the woods, that would change somebody, make you where you would never want to go back. But I love the woods. That's my spot. That's my happy place. Deep back in the woods where you can't even hear nothing but the wind blowing. Some mighty good times there. But like I say, if anybody has ever experienced anything and they want to share it, this is a place right here where you can do so. Whether it's, you decide that you want to, grew up playing in the woods. I did for sure. But if, like I say, you have a story that you experience of something that you want to share, this is the place for it. Not a person will make fun of you, and nobody will judge. You can leave it in the comment of any video, or you can, the email, the myersparanormal@gmail.com. That's another way. Send it to there, and you got any questions about anything, that's another way. You can leave them in the comments, or shoot us an email, and as soon as we see it, we'll get back to you the best we can.
Oh yeah, you can share your inspirational thoughts too.
Yeah, that's
I do that too.
Yeah, good sweet memories. I remember you have you and your dad walking into the woods, just spending the day together. That's something. That's awesome. That says, well, back in the one house, my mom and me always thought someone was watching us. It probably was somebody watching you. Usually when you get that feeling, there's something there that you can't see, but you can feel it. You never know what it is. It could be good. It could be bad. You never know. But hopefully y'all enjoyed these little discussion and learning about the Rougarou, the French werewolf from the deep in the bayous of Louisiana. Boy, it's some interesting stuff. We want to thank each and every one of y'all.
We're not bad.
We're not bad. That's funny. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Talking about some could be good, some can be bad, and that one says, hey, we're not bad. This right here says the day came when moving out, we found a partial photograph of a soldier in uniform. Nobody we knew, but the eyes we knew. That's cool. Wow. That's a story. I like that. Now, that is so cool. Thank you for sharing that. That's an experience.
Pilot.
But that is funny that the spirit said, we're not bad. Stupid dog. Anyway, we got to get this supper going for Hope. It's time for her to eat before she comes in here and starts gnawing on our legs. But We want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming out, listening, and hanging out, and chatting, and sharing your stories tonight. And folks at home that rewatch later, we appreciate you too. Thank you so much.
We appreciate all of our ghost nerds and our super ghost nerds. Thank y'all for showing up and supporting us.
Well, hi, Jimmy.
And hey, welcome.
We're not bad.
Skinwalkers around.
Skinwalkers around. That wouldn't surprise me. But oh, it's over. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, we got to get supper going for the kid here before she comes in here and starts gnawing on her leg. But it's always good to see
I like
y'all.
the toys.
Thank you, Jimmy, for coming in. It was good to see you. Always good to see you. And good to see everybody else. And I guess until next Monday, we'll see y'all later.